This painting is a morning scene painted from the south side of Nihonbashi, looking north, toward Muramachi. First, please look at a wide area map of the Nihonbashi area where this painting was painted. Nihonbashi, the starting point of each highway, was also the starting point of the Tokaido Highway, but also of the Nakazendo Highway going north. Going slightly north of Ukiyoe at that time, one could go to the Oshu-Kaido or Nikko-Kaido by going to the right at Muramachi 3 Chome on the Nakazendo. On the way there, Odanmacho was lined with the most prestigious kimono stores in Edo, including Daimaru. Going south from Nihonbashi was the Tokaido Highway, which led southward through today's Kyobashi and Ginza to Kyoto, a long way ahead. As you can see when you zoom in, Nihonbashi is a bridge over the Nihonbashi River. If you go along that Nihonbashi River toward the Imperial Palace on the left, it turns gently to the right at Ikokubashi Bridge. But in the Edo period, this Sotabori moat street itself was literally a outer moat. The Nihonbashi River was also divided into moats, and at that time it was connected to the Uchibori moat of Edo Castle. Here is a Jicho map showing the town layout at that time. The Nihonbashi River was the location of various riverbanks, including a fish market, and served as a collection point for goods. The Nihonbashi area was also the center of the Edo economy, which was said to move 1,000 ryo a day. With your back to Nihonbashi, go north on the Green Line, which becomes Nakazendo, and continue from Muramachi to Kanda. To the south, the dark blue line becomes the Tokaido Highway. The Nishikawa building is under construction on the left in the direction of travel, and beyond that is the Nihonbashi intersection where Corridor Nihonbashi used to be the Shiroki Yakamona store in the Edo period. Directly below that is the Nihonbashi subway station. I have added Hiroshige's viewpoint in red gradation. Please take a look at Hiroshige's depiction of the Nihonbashi Bridge. The procession of feudal lords seems to be returning to their home country, crossing the Nihonbashi Bridge as it is beginning to get light. A pair of spearheads and a spear are depicted at the front of the procession, followed by a succession of retainers dressed in hori, coat of arms. In front of the bridge on the left are peddlers with palanquins full of fish and vegetables, as if they were on their way to sell their wares. There was a riverside market at Nihonbashi, so many such people were walking around from early in the morning. The black wooden doors that have just been opened are depicted on the left and right sides of the bridge, and behind the peddler is a kaosatsuba. The area around the dog seems to have been a place where criminals were exposed to the public, and the frolicking dog seems to have had such a meaning. The kaosatsuba was a place where the shogunate or lords would write down their rules and regulations on wooden boards and hang them high, which was a means of publicity in the Edo period when there were few media. Ieyasu built this Nihonbashi bridge over the Nihonbashi River in 1603, and the following year it was designated as the starting point of the 5 highways, including the Tokaido Highway. This wooden bridge was destroyed by fire several times until the end of the Edo period, but was replaced each time. There are many alternate versions of Nihonbashi, one of the first of Hiroshige's 53 stages of the Tokaido. In this later version, the purple clouds in the sky are light blue. In this later print, the clouds in the sky themselves have disappeared. The other version, subtitled Jyoretsu Furidashi, depicts many Edo citizens of various occupations at the foot of the bridge. The group on the left, on their way home from a ceremony at Ikegami Honmonji Temple, looks like they are having a good time. It is said that these plates may have been newly made because the series sold so well that the plates had deteriorated and were no longer usable. The Reissho edition depicts Edo Castle and snow-capped Mount Fuji together from the east. The peddlers crossing the bridge carrying the first bonito, a symbol of the Edo people, as it is hilarious. When the symbol of the warehouse in the back is recited from the right, it reads 53 stages of the Tokaido Highway. Marusei version and the publisher's PR is casually included. The Gyosho edition depicts Nihonbashi before dawn from the front. The travelers on the right, completely unaware of the daimyo cages, add a nice touch. The poem edition depicts Edo Castle and Mount Fuji together from the east side of the bridge. The number of boats moored under the bridge clearly shows that this location was a major distribution center. Hiroshige seems to have thought that this Nihonbashi area was the best town in Japan, both in name and reality. In this painting, he depicts a procession of feudal lords, a token symbol of power, and craftsmen hard at work, as if to say that the citizens of Edo were the main actors. It is also interesting to note that the Edo citizens are doubled in size in the other version view. This is a picture of Nihonbashi as seen today from Hiroshige's point of view. The Metropolitan Expressway has covered the sky over the Nihonbashi River. On the left is the Kasatsuba, and across the river is the Nihonbashi Mitsukoshi Annex. In the Edo period, only a limited number of bridges had imitation beads on their parapets, and Nihonbashi also used imitation beads. Today, a stone gaboshi is reproduced in the former Kasatsuba. A pair of lion statues with the emblem of the former Tokyo city stands on the current Nihonbashi. The bronze light lamps in the center of the high railings have winged Kirin statues. The present bridge was completed in 1911, and in 1999 it was designated a national important cultural property. On the west side of the north end of the bridge, there is a monument embedded as the Japan road marker, which makes you mutter to yourself, "Oh, this is the center of Japan." There is a photo of the same spot taken around 1918. According to the explanation at that time, the bridge was rebuilt as a stone bridge at a cost of several million yen at the end of the Meiji era. The Metropolitan Expressway that covers the bridge has not been built yet. Now, the Tokaido Highway begins its 487 kilometers journey from here to Kyoto. Please take a look at the street view of Google Map to see what lies ahead. The orange Tokaido Highway, called Chuodori or Ginzadori in this area, runs through Ginza from 1 Chome to 8 Chome, and beyond that, it is called Daiichi Keihin Road from Shimbashi to Shinagawa.